U.S. Tzu Chi volunteers head to Chico to distribute eco-friendly blankets to affected residents in 10 areas. Tainan Government promotes English and bilingual menus in local stores, restaurants, and historical sites. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Lori Chen. Thank you for joining us. Unfortunately, the campfire in Northern California continues to burn on. Therefore, U.S. Tzu Chi volunteers went to Chico, one of the hardest hit areas, to distribute eco-friendly blankets to a makeshift tent area. However, this area will soon be shut down. So FEMA's in the process of setting up a disaster recovery center where Tzu Chi and other charity organizations will continue to care for these individuals. Volunteers drove on the highway to get to Chico. It was completely filled with smog. At nighttime, temperatures dropped below 0 degrees Celsius. Tzu Chi volunteers went to this tent area to distribute eco-friendly blankets for the affected residents forced to escape the campfire.
From Taiwan with love.
Oh,
Feel
good.
it.
Oh, yeah.
It's made out of recycled plastic bottles.
Oh, really? How cool.
Made from the recycled bottle.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Right on from plastic.
Yeah, we got
cool
that.
deal.
Because
Thank you, man.
all over the world. No?
Oh, yeah,
Thank you, brother.
Take care.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. I appreciate everything you guys have done. It's awesome, man.
Take care.
Appreciate it. Thank you. God bless, man.
Every hug from the volunteers is filled with the most sincere best wishes.
My parents lost their place, she lost her place, all my friends lost their places, my sisters lost their houses.
We consider we're blessed. We're lucky.
Yes.
It's better than nothing.
The tent area is expected to be closed soon. Therefore, the U.S. Federal Emergency Management Agency will be setting up a disaster recovery center soon. So Tzu Chi volunteers will be working with other charity organizations to provide affected residents with the most appropriate aid services. On a more positive note, the U.S. Tzu Chi Mobile Food Pantry goes to the Vela Corta Elementary School in L.A. once a month, providing fresh fruits and vegetables to local low-income families. At a recent distribution, many volunteers remarked that being able to help others was such a humbling and rewarding experience.
Tzu Chi Mobile Food Pantry drove the boxes of fresh vegetables and fruits to the Vela Corta Elementary School, ready to be distributed to the low-income families free of charge.
They've brought a lot of food. Thank you, Tzu Chi, for giving us fresh fruits and vegetables. These people are very kind-hearted. They even carried the food to our car for us. Thank you.
Many local residents have joined the ranks of volunteers for the first time, and they found the experience to be very rewarding.
So grateful for what they had, and it was just the most rewarding experience. So thank you for letting me be part of it.
It is very good to do something meaningful. Tzu Chi is very good, and I really like this organization.
Besides Tzu Chi, the local Lions Club and the medical company had also dispatched their members to serve the people in need.
It's actually my first time distributing food to the different population in our area. I can say that I've done many volunteer works before, but this is truly very humbling. I can't stop smiling.
We have 240 people who came and to share with this gracious, wonderful food that the Tzu has been trying to distribute to the people.
For these low-income families who have to shoulder the burdens of paying rent and utility bills, they cannot afford to buy well-balanced and nutritious food items. Therefore, the Tzu Chi Mobile Food Pantry has given them the much-needed fresh food items, supplementing their nutritious needs.
The TIMA team continues to conduct free clinics in Mexico. This time around, the focus was more on TCM treatments, such as using acupuncture to help residents ease their physical pain. Many of the affected residents are all very grateful to Tzu Chi's devotion and unconditional giving.
La semana pasada me luxé el húmero.
He was wearing a arm strap. He had impact on the shoulder and pain, so I was administering using scalp acupuncture on the top and the back.
There was a point of pain when they started introducing the needles. When they started doing the exercise, the pain began to wane.
The best joy one can get is to give, and being able to give with special techniques that can benefit people who are in pain or in suffering I think that's the best return for me as a doctor.
Yo aprecio mucho lo que hace Tzu Chi desde hace.
I really appreciate what Tzu Chi has been doing for more than a year now. They contribute their own money in order to come here. Their intentions are to help those in need.
I found the people here to be very genuine. They are loving and caring and strong sense of togetherness. Therefore, I like to do whatever I can to come back again.
Yo tenía meses con mucho dolor de hombros, no dormía. Bendito Dios, yo no.
For a month, I had a lot of shoulder pain. I did not sleep well and I could not raise my arms. Right now, I have some pain because they apply needles. They've treated me and I'm feeling much better. I thank them. They should come here more often because there are many people who need their help. There are people with minimal resources who are isolated and marginalized. There are areas that don't have the opportunity to get the attention that we have here.
Que difícilmente tendrían la oportunidad de atenderse como nos atienden aquí.
Es el mejor. Primero farmacia, después educación.
I'm grateful because they helped us 2 years ago when the earthquake hit our town. I wrote a thank you letter that took some time to finish. I tried to get everything correct.
When I, the Taiwan Pengyu woman, yo doy ni mente 20, Panju, ni du woman, moxin ren de juanjin, jungwei woman, shuda shunga chungwa pan. The rain saying, main do woman, shrinking the shining sheep, Shande woman, Taylor timing the shinji.
In China, the Suzhou Tzu Chi Clinic held a TCM-free clinic to serve the local elderly population. One TCM doctor from Beijing, participating for the first time, was deeply impressed by the humanitarian culture of the event.
To serve seniors in a community, the Suzhou Tzu Chi Clinic is holding a TCM-free clinic. Among the patients, 89-year-old Grandma Lu feels bloated when she eats.
Grandma can only speak Suzhou dialect, so I translated for her. Since Grandma is old, her digestive function is weak. Therefore, the doctor has written a prescription to help adjust the conditions of her digestive organs.
TCM Dr. Zhang Li from Beijing is participating in Tzu Chi's free clinic for the first time. She's deeply impressed by the humanitarian culture of the Suzhou Tzu Chi Clinic.
I felt how Tzu Chi really cares for the patient, and I'm deeply touched. It is a rare opportunity to have a platform where I can help more people.
Most of the patients are senior citizens, and the doctors have some advice for them.
In autumn and winter, most patients' problems are related to the respiratory tract. For instance, seniors and children will cough easily. This year, people also have to watch out for their gastrointestinal tract. I hope people can watch out and not catch a cold. They should not eat food that is too spicy or hard to digest.
By holding a free clinic, the Suzhou Tzu Chi Clinic allows more people to understand that prevention is more important than treatment.
Back in 2011, severe floods devastated parts of Thailand, which prompted Tzu Chi to initiate the Work for Relief program. One of the participants was deeply touched by Tzu Chi's efforts. Therefore, he started doing recycling and joined volunteer trainings. He is now a certified Tzu Chi commissioner who lectures on environmental protection concepts.
In 2011, in the aftermath of a flood in Thailand, 61-year-old Pirafa Kureja participated in Tzu Chi's Work for Relief program for the first time.
I am deeply touched, thank you.
Receiving hot meals and work for relief compensation from Tzu Chi, Pirafa was deeply touched to see how his hometown was cleaned up in just 4 days under the lead of volunteers.
I also want to join the ranks of Tzu Chi volunteers and help out in other disaster areas.
He started to take actions to fulfill his vows. He participated in recycling as well as volunteer training.
Since last year till now, we've promoted recycling 18 times.
He became a lecturer on recycling and eventually got certified as a Tzu Chi commissioner.
I want to take Dharma Master Zheng Yan's teaching to heart and cultivate my mind.
Starting with curiosity about Tzu Chi, Pirifat has taken firm steps to find his answer in life. He has now fulfilled his initial aspiration with concrete actions.
I can cultivate my mind with every Tzu Chi activity, and I feel fortunate being able to carry out Tzu Chi's work. How long will I carry out Tzu Chi's work? I want to do it until I take my last breath.
As everyone knows, the ability to speak English nowadays is a very useful thing. This has led the Tainan government to list English as their second official language back in 2015. They have been promoting bilingual menus and English courses locally ever since.
There's no towering skyline in the city as this ancient capital uses special snacks to entice visitors. This is the charm of Tainan, which is difficult for foreign tourists to resist, but language can often be a hindrance.
It's like soup. Okay, so can I have this rice noodle with this one? Yeah, yeah.
These conversations often involve hand signals, but often there are some misunderstandings.
It's the taste of the pineapple. I want to know the taste of it. Is sweet or not, or it's sour a little bit?
Okay.
To promote better communication with visitors, Tainan Office of English as a Second Language invited foreigners to test the English ability of local businesses.
Bright tea is bright tea. Treehouse tea, strong. Ambini like room.
I feel like her English is like really comprehensible. Maybe Anping tea.
Ambini tea.
Yes. It's not sweet, right?
Yes.
It's sweet?
No, not sweet.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I can understand everything that she says, and the menu is really clear.
A meal subsidy has successfully recruited 100 foreigners who in secret test the English ability of local businesses.
We have the glass cup and you want to use which one?
Glass bottle, please.
Glass, okay.
By checking stores' English-speaking ability, Tainan's image is being promoted internationally.
When getting a cup to go, she gave me the choice of paper or glass. I think that using glass is more environmentally friendly and cuter.
In addition to promoting bilingual menus, municipal officials are also counseling store staff in English.
Number 4, maybe the shop owner or the clerk will tell you this. Okay.
Baby Chinese cabbage is frequently translated as baby food by Google Translate. This can be quite funny, as why is it baby food? And why is rose leaf lettuce called China girls?
After the class, I use the sentences that I use often, or what I need to introduce products and print it out. Even if you don't really speak it, at least it's good to let our customers know about our products.
A European Union official wrote a letter to City Hall's Information Department, saying they were quite surprised that a snack stall gave him a bilingual menu. This made him feel that Tainan was a more international city, known for its historical and cultural significance.
The ambition of this ancient city is infinite. with the municipal government encouraging more people to speak English to encourage more people around the world to see Tainan.
Singapore's National Environment Agency recently organized the Clean and Green Singapore exhibition. This will be the 4th time Tzu Chi was invited to participate in the event, with many entities becoming increasingly aware of Tzu Chi's efforts in promoting environmental protection.
2018.
The 2018 Clean and Green Singapore event got underway with a speech by Singapore Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong.
Mr. Lee Kuan Yew and his team looked beyond these immediate concerns, and they envisioned Singapore as a country that would be one of the cleanest and greenest cities in the world.
The Tzu Chi Singapore chapter was invited to participate for the 4th consecutive year, becoming a partner from the beginning till now.
Participating in this event for so many years has given us a platform and more exposure. As long as this exhibition is held, Tzu Chi will participate as a major partner in helping host this exhibition.
When the temperature is below 37 degrees Celsius. Only when the temperature is above 37 degrees Celsius, the fan will start to spin. He or she can then decide to switch on the air conditioner. Doing all these programs, we hope we can encourage Singaporeans to use their air conditioner wisely.
This is an award-winning innovation by Kranji Primary School students inspired by Tzu Chi.
The inspiration came from our website, and they saw the phrase, "Convert recyclables into gold, gold into love." This phrase inspired the students and led them to develop this product.
Environmental protection is everyone's responsibility. As long as one pays attention to the small details, one can reduce the impact on the environment.
More than 200 medical personnel and civil society search and rescue groups across Taiwan used the weekend to participate in a disaster drill exercise. They simulated earthquakes, landslides, various possible injuries and illnesses for a total of 36 hours straight. It was quite an intense learning experience. One after another, the emergency cases do not stop, not only at night, but also during the daytime. The situation of each of the emergency cases were all different. What exactly is going on?
It's divided into 3 areas. The first area is labeled A, which is the earthquake area. There are a large number of injuries and/or casualties that occurred. There are reenactments of car accidents, tour bus accidents, and also earthquake situations. Another area is where a landslide took place, where whole villages were swallowed within its path.
Due to the experiences of the February 6th Tainan earthquake and the Hualien earthquake, medical staff members have realized that there needs to be more in-field trainings. They want to know how everything will work out if they move the indoor ER to the outdoor disaster relief setting. Therefore, each of the entities decided to get together and conducted a 36-hour disaster drill and reenactment.
Usually sweating is much better than actually bleeding in a real-life disaster situation, so I think the event this time was definitely worthwhile for all parties involved.
Outdoor field disaster drills are a good way to taste and experience our medical reflexes and knowledge foundation. We wanted to compare our initial and advanced training results.
Faced with various equipment, injuries, changes in shifts, and planning, this drill exercise also invited other civil society groups to come join in the efforts.
In a real disaster situation, the majority of them are in the front lines. However, after there really isn't a group of people that are providing assistance. That's why we're helping to strengthen both the manpower and quality of care. This way, it will be a well-oiled chain of care.
Only through such an exercise can we really see in what areas we are still lacking.
The Tzu Chi volunteers brought over some Jingsi multi-purpose folding beds and also the love and care for the wounded actors. This is the first time Tzu Chi is cooperating with different hospital staff members and exchanging disaster relief experiences. Everyone hopes to play a functional role when the assistance is actually needed. A Sri Lanka Tzu Chi volunteer training class introduced the story of the bamboo coin bank era. This had inspired many of the participants to save up each day and further their good deeds to others.
Unity, harmony, mutual love, and concerted effort are all essential spirits of Tzu Chi. Volunteers listen mindfully and discuss in groups about how to do good deeds. Volunteers training in Sri Lanka began with the founding story of the Tzu Chi Foundation. Sujani, who learned about Tzu Chi on the internet, was touched by the origin of the bamboo coin bank.
The story of the bamboo coin bank moved me the most. My father is a banker, so we save all of our money in the bank. I've never realized that saving up coins can help the impoverished. It's one of the most practical ways to help those in need.
Sri Lanka Tzu Chi volunteers in training are preparing themselves for upcoming disaster relief, free clinics, and helping refugee children. Hand in hand, they hope to spread great love to more people in need.
Today, we will meet a bone marrow transplant donor who was successfully paired with a patient 9 years ago. However, back then, she was preoccupied with work and family life. But with the encouragement of her husband, she finally made the life-altering decision to help save a life.
A few years later, I received these gloves sent by the transplant recipient. It seems like my life is also surviving elsewhere.
Teacher Wei Naifeng has kept the pinkish-orange gloves that were sent by the transplant recipient after all these years. When she was 20, she registered at the Tzu Chi Stem Cell Registry Drive in Taichung, giving hope to leukemia patients.
It would be a big blow if we give someone hope and then take it away, especially when life is so precious.
More than 9 years ago, she was successfully paired with a patient. However, she was raising 2 young children and was busy with work at the time. When she was hesitating about the decision, her husband fully encouraged her to make the donation.
The recipient hopes that someone will reach out to them. That's why we should definitely support my wife in her decision to help others.
Accompanied by Tzu Chi volunteers, Wei traveled to Hualien by train with her entire family.
We comforted the children with toys when riding the train. I can still remember that we even carried the children on our backs at one moment.
When you help other people, do not ask for anything in return. However, you should never forget about the people that has helped you in your life.
Let them participate themselves and learn from it. They will have a deep impression this way.
Having been a teacher for more than 20 years already, Wei has taught her students by setting an example.
She has given the children the best lessons on life, shaping their moral characters. She is a really great role model.
The 1 in 100,000 chance and positive affinities have connected Wei and the transplant recipient. Wei's best wishes for the transplant recipient will continue for a lifetime.
I hope that you will cherish and enjoy your life in the future.
Tzu Chi volunteers in Bandung, Indonesia regularly conduct home visits for the local care recipients. Every month, the senior volunteers lead the volunteers in training to go visit many of the impoverished families and individuals who suffer from long-term illnesses. It's through these face-to-face interactions and hands-on care that the newly joined volunteers can learn just how blessed each one of us are that we are in a position to be able to help others. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.